Hey guys, Kristine Hansen here. I had done this video on my other channel, but I deleted that channel because there's no sense of having two channels. So I'm redoing this video, making it a lot shorter to advertise my book, Play Your Music. Okay. This is for anybody in the Philadelphia area, South Jersey area, Delaware, even in tri-state area, who's a fan of Tommy Conwell and the Young Rumblers, which was a blues rock and roll band from the 1980s out of Philly, okay, out of Philadelphia. And basically my book, Play Your Music, it's named after their song Play Your Music and the meaning behind it. And this book tells their story, and in order to stretch out their story, I told my story of being a teenager in the 19 following around this band and being friends with them and all the funny, silly stories that come with it. It's a fan's perspective and true story about them. And to stretch the story out some more, I basically tell you also my other friendships and relationships with other bands from the 80s too that were also signed and made it famous as well out of Philly, like John Eddie and Pretty Poison. And I briefly mentioned about how I've met the Hooters real briefly and Robert Hazard. So it's basically a celebration of Philadelphia music. But what this book is not, is it's not stories. I do document every band I possibly could think of that came out of Philadelphia that was either signed and made it or stayed local. Okay. It takes you what it is not. It is not going to tell you about all those bands. It's not going to give you stories. It's basically two teenagers' adventures about seeing Tommy Conwell and the Young Rumblers and what it's like to be a teenager in Philly, Philadelphia area at that time period, at that era. So it really takes you back to the nostalgia. Jim Hansen, the drummer of Tommy Conwell and the Young Rumblers, said he got choked up reading it because I was talking about they were Philly's best kept secret, and then they were known to the world, on Letterman and Arsenio Hall and American Music Awards. I take you through their journey of their career up till today, where it's at today. And basically, it tells their story, but their story is short, so I did have to stretch it out. So the book is their story, but it's also mainly about two teenagers' adventures following Tommy Conwell and the Young Rumblers. So don't think it's something it's not, okay? It's not, going to give you stories about every single band in Philly. It will document and mention the bands in Philly, okay, at that time, okay? So Play Your Music is the name of the book. My name is Kristine with a K, last name Hansen. There is another author with my name, spelled exactly the same, who's from Wisconsin. That is not me. I'm from New Jersey. And I'm going to put the link down below. You can get it at bookbaby.com. And it's a cute little story, and it's fun. And it's got a lot of pictures in it of that time period, It mentions a lot about WMMR and their role in their career. WMMR has supported my book. Thank you, Jackie Bam Bam. They tweeted it out. This book was released actually July 2020, and then officially released on paperback September 11, 2020. Okay. The only downfall of the book is I have a traumatic brain injury and a learning disability, which means I have bad grammar and punctuation. And I paid somebody who's a family member who's a school teacher, which is why I chose them, okay, who's my second cousin, to professionally edit the book. And what I said to her was, try to keep my words, but if it means correcting the grammar and punctuation, then change them. Okay, what she heard was, keep my words. So if you can look past the bad grammar and punctuation of my damaged brain and see a cute little story, then, hopefully you'll overlook that. Jim Hansen loved the book. Chris Day, Rob Miller, Tommy, Paul, I haven't talked to about it, but they all love the book. Jim was really pleased with it because he said it took him back to those days of clubs, even at the shore, he forgot he played. It's like going down memory lane. So if you're into that band and you're into Philly music, you might enjoy it. It's a cute little story about two teenagers that, you know, followed this band and all the funny stories that came with it. You can get it, links down below, bookbaby.com.